We talked in the last segment of the show about how Silt is a spiritual successor to Limbo, and you can just see it from the art style of the title to even like the way the movement is and things of that nature. Definitely a spiritual successor to Play Dead's, Limbo and Inside. And with that being said, guys, I want to dive more and even further into that. And so I really want us to kind of start breaking down Silt as a game, as what we've seen so far, and what we can expect moving forward in this Limbo-esque style title that is sure to be something terrifying and exciting all at the same time. Let's get into it. So guys, in an article coming to us from Sam Loveridge of Games Radar, Silt, a monochrome and rather surreal underwater puzzler from developer Spiral Circus, got a rather stylish and nerve-wracking new trailer as part of Future Game Show, which was spring of 2022. You play as a diver, exploring alone to discover what long-buried mysteries, ruins, and other surprises can be found in the depths. But there's a twist. You can possess the sea creatures that you find down there, making use of their abilities to solve puzzles and progress further through the grayscale aquatic landscapes. And the same goes for the ones that protect it, because Silt isn't just about exploring, as you'll also have to work to survive. Gigantic sea creatures don't appreciate your presence and will make that known with the flash of their jaws overfilled with teeth. Of course, there's also the fact that down in the depths, what little light there mainly comes from the beam of your scuba helmet, complemented by the glimmer of aquatic bioluminescence, or the warning glow of something horrible. So let's put it this way, guys. This is a title that's going to be, in a major way, very atmospheric. I think, the puzzles are going to be, there's going to be puzzles along the entire journey, guys. There's no doubt about it. I wouldn't even put it past Spiral Circus to say that there's a good possibility that they're going to try to really elevate the amount of puzzles that were in Limbo, or maybe even in Inside. And they're also going to make potentially the difficulty level a little bit even more than that of Limbo and Inside, just to kind of, you can tell there's a sequence in the trailer where the diver is swimming away from these eels and is chasing after this light. And you could just tell that there's definitely some unnerving elements in that sequence where your diver's going a certain speed, the eels are going a certain speed. They're almost like at the heels of the diver in it. And you can just tell that tension, you got that tension in Limbo without question. You got it in Inside. This one, though, you're almost wondering, since it's a different style, we're underwater instead of, in Limbo. It's interesting that this is going to be something where those unnerving elements could really show through into the gameplay, where, you're just escaping just barely. Any little mistake, you're done kind of thing in Silt. I think that it could be a very punishing title, but at the same time, it could also be a very exciting one when you get past certain elements of it. I think the difficulty, guys, is going to be there in a pretty major way. But from an atmospheric perspective, I think this title looks amazing, guys. I think from a graphical perspective to just kind of how they were able to light up the depths of this abyss that you're in, and the creatures look great, and just the puzzles, the way that you are able to possess different sea creatures to your advantage. I think there's a lot of excitement around those elements of it. But to say the least, guys, this looks like a terrifying experience, while at the same time being one that could really try to be up there with Limbo in these 2D puzzle titles in the horror genre. It wants to be the 2D puzzle horror action title of our time, and you can just tell based on what Spiral Circus has put together at this point. We won't know for sure until we get our hands on the game, but that's going to be really exciting. So, dropping an undisclosed date in spring of 2022, Silt will be available on PC via Steam, and you can wishlist it right now. So with that being said, guys, this title, obviously from Limbo to Inside to how this is kind of taking elements from those, what would it be? It's something that's really interesting to me. Is like, could Spiral Circus have, a partnership somehow or another with Playdead where this is actually in the Limbo universe? It'd be really interesting to see if this is a title that's actually within that same universe. Obviously, I think that's kind of a long shot just because Playdead, they have the rights to Limbo and such, and I mean they would have to give up those rights essentially, or allow to share those rights with Spiral Circus. I think this is more of a spiritual successor than anything, but wouldn't it be interesting if this all connected somehow or another to Limbo as well as Inside, some way, shape, or form? It'd be interesting, guys, and I can't wait to give you guys more content and more information as we get closer to the release of Silt. I would say, guys, that we're probably going to be able to get our hands on the game hopefully within the next couple of months. But let me know, what do you guys think about Silt in the comment section down below? Is this somehow or another in the Limbo universe, or is it just going to be a spiritual successor that stands on its own? Let me know in the comment section down below. And for more Silt content and videos, stay here with Zero TV.